Well, the Durham Mountain Biking Association started in 2005 with a dozen people who just really wanted to ride. And it was all about taking care of the forest, building trails, expanding the opportunity to ride. And now in 2018, we have over 1,300 members, many of them families. And you're right, you're standing today in the Durham Forest, which is the crown jewel in the network of about 100 kilometers of trails that we build and maintain. And this is going to be a fabulous day. We're going to have 1,000 people here riding bikes, having a great time, families. You know, the Joyride 150 skills course for the kids is over here, pancakes, music. It's going to be a great day. So the Durham Mountain Biking Association is a not-for-profit corporation. And the monies that come from member fees, which start at $30 a year, which is pretty reasonable, go entirely back into the costs of building and maintaining trails. And building and maintaining trails is about working with landowners, conservation authorities to come up with sustainable trails for multi-use, not just mountain biking. And then the way we have a trail, or the way a trail build works, is we'll map out a trail with the landowners and negotiate on where the trail is going to go. And there's a right way and a wrong way to build a trail. The trails we build are International Mountain Bike Association certified, and they're designed to be sustainable over time. We call a trail build, and 100 of our members show up. We break them into work teams, and we proceed to build the trail. It might be 2 or 3 kilometers of trail, and we'll have that done by lunchtime. Then we have a barbecue, and then we ride. And repeat the process over and over. That's what we do. The most important thing is to be safe and to have a helmet. Okay, you need a bike, you need a helmet. That said, in the terrain that we have in the forest here and the surrounding properties of across the road in East Duffins Creek headwaters, Dagmar to the south, basically like a mountain bike will work. Something with a suspension front fork and fairly wide tires, like 2-inch tires would be great. And we also, by the way, started this winter grooming pilot with the Lake Simcoe Regional Conservation Authority, where we actually had our members come in and we did motorized grooming of these trails in the wintertime. Again, multi-use, but if you have a fat bike, they're great for riding on a fat bike, but if you just want a snowshoe, you can do that too. One of the most popular parts of our association are the group rides. We run a series of group rides which have skills training kind of baked into them. So on Monday nights there's the ladies ride, on Wednesday night is the group ride where a lot of members come out and we break them into groups by different skill level. On Tuesday night is the family ride, so mums, dads, kids riding together. On Saturday morning there's the beginners ride, people who are totally new to mountain biking or totally new to being in the forest, and we get all range of people and skills when we have that ride. And on top of that, this year we've been running skills training clinics through the summer, and basically, you know, bike skills, like how to control the bike, how to, you know, deal with different trail conditions, how you should ride the bike, like the position of your body, and so on. So we have lots of opportunity for people to learn if that's what they want to do.
The Durham Mountain Bike Association, it's a fairly large group. There's about 1,000 or so members now. We do a lot of advocacy in the area, in Durham Forest, Durham Region, Uxbridge, down into Whitby and Pickering as well. We have a branch that's out in York Region as well, up around Mount Albert, Newmarket, in that area. So we do a lot of advocacy, like I said, promoting the trails, being outside. The range is pretty good, actually. We've got families with kids 5 years old. As they're setting up behind me, there's Joyride. Those obstacles we got made by a club in Markham, Joyride. So it's really for the kids. So we'll do Take a Kid Mountain Biking Day, where we get kids, like I said, from 5 to 15. I think last year we had about 150 kids show up. So, and then you get adults to racers like me who are doing cross-country stuff, the whole gamut. You know, I talked to a guy yesterday, last night in here, and he was probably in his, I think he was about 70 or so. And he's riding, and he's got a handful of bikes. You know, so there's the full gamut of everything. Today is a pretty big day. John Fisher, whom you may actually get to see a bit later on today, he organized this event 2 years ago. We're calling it the Demo Fest. So the landowners, Lake Simcoe Conservation Authority, they manage the land, and what they've done is stores are not allowed to come and do individual demos. It's just a bit of it ends up being a logistical nightmare. So what they've done is we now have this big giant demo day. So today, John and I, we've got 14 different bike manufacturers. So right now they're all setting up. There's probably excess of $600,000 worth of bikes here. It's crazy. I'm thinking there's about 150 to 170 bikes. Anything from $1,000 mountain bike to $10,000 bike. You can ride everything. So So it's pretty big.
So this is our annual Pancakes in the Forest, and now we have a demo festival as well, which started 2 years ago. So typically we'll flip about 450 to 600 pancakes. This year I don't know how many, we may even have more if we have a good day. And we just, it's a chance for families to come out, ride some of the joyride equipment and eat pancakes and try some fun new bikes and vendors and baked goods from High Hopes Farms, and just spend a whole day in the forest playing.
Like we have a beginner and a family loop, which actually behind me, it starts here and it heads off, and it's fairly smooth and flat, fairly easy. So again, that's beginners, families, kids, small kids. And then we have a shorter and a longer group, which go at the other side, which you can't see. And they'll take about 20 minutes, and they're moderate to advanced depending on how far they go. So yeah, there's a full range of trails here too.
I just ask people if they're interested in biking in the forest instead of on a road. Just being in the trails and fresh air and being with their kids. Or for women, I get a lot of women to join the ladies' rides, and just if they've never been really on a mountain bike before, but they've always wanted to, but they're a little intimidated. We have all levels of all group rides for men and women and families, and it's no pressure, it's just fun, and everyone just goes a pace that suits that person.
Well, membership is $30. It's not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, and it really is. I think that it's giving back. You know, there's no user fees for these lands. There is a conservation authority that owns it, so those fees go to help with tools, the permits for an event like this. We do like the Take a Kid Mountain Biking Day. We got to get a permit for that. So becoming a member gives you, we do club rides. So Mondays is ladies' night, Tuesdays is families, Wednesdays is just a group club where this field gets full. Thursdays they do a small race and there's more families, and Saturdays is families in the morning. So it's riding with like-minded people. And if you're a beginner, join a group. You show up. If you don't know where to go, I'm doing beginners, follow me, right? And we have a leader, we have a sweep. We've actually done leader clinics so that everybody's on the same page in how to actually do these rides. Nobody gets dropped behind. We all have tools. If somebody gets a flat tire, for example, everything's taken care of. I've been riding up here for easily 20 years. I didn't even know the club existed when I started. And when I found it did, I joined up. And again, it's to help. I love building trails. It's funny because you get a bunch of guys out here with the shovels and the Pulaskis and the McLeods and all these crazy tools. It's like, you're getting dirty, you're fighting the bugs and the mosquitoes. It's like, okay, which is more fun, building the trail or actually getting to ride the trail? But I'm also on the board of directors. So I'm one of the executives, I'm the secretary as it turns out. And again, it's just another way for me to give back and do my part.
How did I get involved? I've been riding in these forests for almost 20 years. Just thought all the trails magically appeared, and I thought these are great trails. And then one day there was a trail build going on, and a gentleman by the name of Tom Hawk stopped me and he said, "You should join our club." And I was just like, what club? I didn't even know there was such a thing as mountain bike clubs. And anyway, I ended up joining the club, and within 2 years I was on the board. And now I do volunteering constantly, and we love it. And we have an amazing kid and family program, and we get new members joining. The club is really expanding so that we have a ton of families joining every year now. That's the fastest growing membership we have.
If you go to our website, durhammountainbiking.ca, you can enroll online, and that's very easy to do. All you need is a credit card. Every event that we have, like this one today, we usually have the ability to sign up people. Just over here we have the membership tent where I'll be with some of my friends explaining the benefits of membership to people, and we'll sign up there. And or you can just download the sign up form from our website and mail it in with your check. Many ways to do it, and it's easy.